All right, so the common question we always get asked is, well, how did you find that house? How did you fund it? How did you fix it? How did you flip it? And what did you make on the house? Well, stay tuned. I want to show you exactly how all those things came together to make this deal a reality. So first off, we found this house through TV. We do a lot of TV ads, and so someone called in. It was actually an estate, and the lawyer called our office and said, listen, we'd like someone to come buy this house. So we negotiated and bought this house for $50,000, okay, $50,000. Realized the house did not need a lot of work. Now we bought the house, it only had 2 bedrooms, and the attic was wide open, just attic space. It wasn't pretty at all. And the rest of the house was okay, it was livable, it was a 2-bedroom house. Now we knew there was more value as a 3-bedroom house. So we decided to put a little bit of money into it and turn it into a 3-bedroom. But before we did that, we tried to wholesale the house. We put it in the market and said, would somebody pay us 60 or 70 grand for it? So we tried to wholesale it and nobody would buy it for $60,000 or $70,000 that we were asking. So we decided to wholesale. So the lesson learned there is, if you're buying a house to wholesale, if you buy it at the right price, you'll be able to wholesale to their investor. If you pay, like we paid $50,000, that was right on the brink of what we could pay for it. Because we paid $50,000 for it, we said, listen, we could also go in ourselves, add maybe $25,000 or $30,000 to this house and create value by adding that 3rd bedroom upstairs. So that's exactly what we did. So we did that and we sold the house for a certain price, right? We sold the house for the first time, but then the first buyer canceled because we had a problem in the basement. Let me show you. So guys, here we are in the basement of this house, and this is what had the deal fall apart the first time. When we bought this house, it already had this kind of a plastic covering on the wall. We did not install it, it was already here. Now, when we bought the house, or when we sold the house, the buyer demanded, because their home inspector got them all freaked out, demanded that we take all this down, and then she would look at it and decide if she wanted to go through with the contract. We talked to our contractor and they said it's going to cost around $500 to remove this, and then we're going to have to make it look good again. So we'll have to paint it again, make it look good again. And we might find a problem back there. I don't think we're going to, because the walls are very straight as you look at it, everything looks very solid. But long story short, we decided that we are not going to take that down, and we said we're going to let you out of the contract. So we did that. We put it back on the market. We had 4 offers come in over the weekend, 4 offers, and as of today, we accepted an offer for $7,000 over asking. $7,000 over asking. Now, here's the moral to that story. Sometimes you have a deal that you think is a great deal, like we did, and we sold it for full asking the first time. We were excited about that. The deal fell apart. That's part of that emotional roller coaster we always talk about. You're excited one minute, then you're down. The deal's going through. No, it's not. Yes, it is. So we actually were on the peak saying, hey, we sold this deal for full asking. How awesome. We were all high-fiving. And then she came with her inspector and she canceled the deal. Put it back on the market, 4 solid offers. We told everybody that came in, hey, listen, there's a coating on the wall. We're not going to take it down for inspection, so make sure your buyer knows that. And they all said, okay. And the offers came in today, again, $7,000 over asking. So by them bailing out of the deal and us holding tight for about 10 days, we were able to get an offer for $7,000 higher than the first offer. All right, so the real question is, was it a good deal? Let's talk about some numbers. So we bought the house for $50,000. Now, the renovations that you saw here, including finishing out the attic, everything else we did, were about $31,000. So about $81,000 into it so far. Figure $4,000 for buying costs, selling costs, that kind of stuff. Maybe even a couple $1,000s more for our money. So we're into the house now for, let's say, what, $85,000? So $85,000 we're all in, including commissions to sell it and everything else. Guys, we accepted an offer today, like I said, for $7,000 over asking for $122,000. $122,000 minus 85 is what, 35, 37, something like that, $1,000. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but it's around $35,000 is the profit we're going to make on this house. Now I ask you, is that a good return? $35,000 profit on a $122,000 house? It's a fantastic profit, you guys. That's what we're trying to look for. But here's the best part that I want to share with you, and this is not to brag, it's to talk about the power of the systems that we teach you how to build. I've been in this house twice. The first time was with a bus tour. We came here to show people what a house looked like before. Walked the house, first time I ever saw it. The second time I've been in this house, today. To come here and film this today is the second time I've been in the house and the first time I've seen the finished house, and yet our company will profit $35,000 or more on this house. So, hang around us, we'll teach you how to buy them right, how to find them, how to fund them, how to fix them, and eventually how to not have to be there for every single step of the process so you can actually own a business and not have a business that owns you. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, please like below, write your comments down below, share this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, stick with us, and keep learning from us. We hope you learned a lot today.